I love it.
I am running out of time. It's something that I keep getting reminded of. Something I try not to think about. Just the other day I was working at my plain retail job at my grocery store. This was back on Valentine's Day. Working at a grocery store and working produce, I see a lot of older people, usually people that are a lot older than me. Never see any older people that are alone. They always are together and they seem genuinely happy. It makes me wonder what it was like for them back in the good old days, as they say. A generation I was never a part of, that my grandparents got to experience. With it being Valentine's Day, I saw a lot of couples. I saw a lot of people that actually were around my age. It just kind of killed me inside, because this is supposed to be the prime of my life. This is the youngest I'm gonna be. This is the most opportunity I'm gonna have left. This is the best I'm gonna look. Much hair as I'll have, as good as my skin will look, as well as my health will be. I'm running out of time to do everything. Everybody from my family, they owned a home, they were married. By the age of 18, I'm 24. Like I mentioned in the last video I did, I'm starting to ask the more existential questions. You know, it's the kind of questions you ask when, I guess, you live a pretty plain life and you don't have too many distractions. And that kind of gives you the opportunity to think and reflect. And deeper questions, the ones that a lot of people don't really like to talk about. You know, the silent questions you ask yourself. What am I here for? Who am I meant to be? Like, who am I supposed to meet? What is my purpose being here? And a lot of people, whoever might watch my videos, they might listen to them or watch them and think that they're depressing. Yeah, I just think it's just the truth. It's just the reality of things. People might think I'm depressed because I talk about depressing things. It's hard to make videos that sound positive or are encouraging when you're discussing depressing topics. I'm more focused on reality, on the truth. That's really the main thing that I care about, because that's where we live. We live in reality. And it seems like, especially with my generation, there's so many guys that just don't know what to do. It's not that I'm depressed. You know, it's not like I don't want to live. I just wish like I was living a life that I knew what the purpose was behind it. Now that I'm not a kid and I have a lot more free time up to myself and I have responsibilities and I'm older, I just can't stop thinking about, these are supposed to be like my peak years. These are supposed to be me during my prime. and I'm just wasting it. It's being used on a minimum wage job. And I tried going to other routes. I tried college. From the start, I knew it wasn't a good idea because in high school I always struggled a lot, and that was with resource and extra help. And I was only taking the very basic classes. I didn't even decide what I really wanted to do. And I tried going the blue collar route, and I learned it was only for a short period, about 9 months, but in that time I learned just how dangerous it was and how many close calls and incidents I almost had. And I thought about me doing that for the rest of my life, and it just made me so defeated and crushed inside, because it just sounds miserable to live out the rest of your life, and it takes a toll on your body, and there's all these risks and safety issues involved, and you don't really know what the next day is going to be like. It's all just so uncertain. The same way with life. It's like any day I could just be driving my car, or I could be just living life and I could get hit by something else or some other tragic thing. It might not even be, it might have been for nothing. And the thought of dying and not knowing what I was even here for, and not knowing exactly what comes after, and constantly living in fear, I think that's what's really gotten to me. During a time where this is supposed to be like my best years, and I'm supposed to be really finding who I am, and I'm supposed to be making my own, I'm more lost than ever. I don't really know where you could find the answers. When I created this channel, it was just for something fun to do, and I was in a better mindset, I suppose. And with all this stuff on my mind, there's a lot of different copes I rely on, and different things just to help me out, because it can just feel exhausting at times. This channel has kind of become another one of those copes, because it's just something I'm not good at explaining things or talking. I'm not good at social skills. I'm terrible when it comes to interacting with people and making small talk. It feels like the only way I can actually get any words out or make any sort of sense is if I'm just talking to myself. As time goes on, it's draining. Constantly being afraid, constantly feeling unsure, asking the same questions in your head over and over again, knowing that physically, mentally, this is the best you're gonna be at, and you're just not doing anything with it. It just makes me more and more afraid as time goes by. I just have to wonder, really what comes next? I don't really believe in miracles or circumstances. I just believe in reality that I know. It's one that's hard to think about.